The autocracies have begun to work together in a way that didn't seem possible even a decade ago. They help one another, they trade and exchange surveillance tactics, oppressive tactics as well, and they also now share and borrow from one another's counter narratives.
That's a great clip from Anne Applebaum at last year's Liberalism in the 21st Century conference. One particular point is really salient. This is exemplified by the anniversary of January 6th coup attempt by now re-elected President Donald Trump, and its impact on the South Korean president's declaration of martial law in December. So South Korea has a right-wing president and a left-wing controlled National Assembly. And the president has been very frustrated by this. He is the first president in a long time to not have the National Assembly being able to execute his plans. And as such, he saw what he thought of as left-wing excesses taking place and decided to declare martial law and use military might to block people from entering the National Assembly. However, this didn't work, and within a few hours, the National Assembly had been brought together and voted unanimously to suspend the martial law declaration and quickly impeached him as well. Now, while this was not a mob taking over the Capitol in an attempt to seize power, it was an attempt by the president of South Korea who saw an ideological enemy, the left, and repeated Donald Trump's playbook of trying to seize power because he either felt it necessary or because it was a performative show of strength, depending on who you ask. This is the exact thing that Donald Trump did 4 years ago. Some Republicans said it was a show of power and very performative, while others thought it was a necessity to preserve what they saw as just democracy, neither of which is really true. And this isn't the only way that the South Korean right has learned to emulate these tactics. There's an entire Stop the Steal-esque movement in South Korea known to patriotically embrace the South Korean and sometimes American flag as a means of resistance to the communist left. So it's really important to remember that these types of authoritarian power grabs do not just impact the people in one country. Autocrats learn from one another. They see what works and what doesn't, and they try it out for themselves. And it could lead to an entire destabilizing effect as people repeat the same playbook over and over again, and liberal democracies falter because of it.